Welcome back to this World of Warcraft Let's Play. You're with Sambo, and joining us as always is our Worgen Mage Seraphis, who today is in human form. Say hello.
Greetings.
Yes, greetings to you as well. And of course, if you've been following us in our previous episodes, you'll know that we're here in the Night Elf capital city of Darnassus, which is a beautiful place to be, of course. And we've got lots of things to do this episode, starting with a trip to the mailbox, because you can see here up around our mini-map, well maybe you can't actually, but up here, if you get new mail, there'll be a little envelope icon there to indicate that you have unread mail. So we need to go and check our mailbox. And of course, once again, if you had joined our most recent episode, you'll know that we'd been to the auction house and posted some items up there for sale. I'd say that hopefully they've arrived for us. And look at this, we've got a whole bunch of successful auctions here, so lots and lots of money. But before we get there, I can see something very special up the top there, and that is a little Ragnaros. That's right, been going nuts on the Blizzard pet store. Why the heck not? Bought another one because Screamin' Donkey bought himself a little Ragnaros, and we can't have him having one and not us, can we? So let's check that. Here it is. Insect, you boldly seek the power of Ragnaros. Now you shall see it firsthand. Well, at least a little of it. I may have summoned him too soon, the Fire Lord. So this is very cool. Now, for those of you who don't know, by the way, Ragnaros is a big boss from Vanilla WoW, and this is like a little pet version of him with his special hammer. So let's grab him out of our mail there. There we go. He should now appear in our... Yep, there he is. He's in our bags. So what that means is that we can now use that item and add him to our pet collection, which is all very exciting. Now, when you buy something off the pet store, by the way, it goes to all of your past and future characters on your Battle.net account for World of Warcraft. So any characters we create in the future will have a little Ragnaros pet that they're going to be able to use. And of course, any of our existing characters, no matter how old they are, will also have new mail next time we log in. Anyhow, let's learn that. There we go. You've added the little Ragnaros pet to your collection. So if we bring up our spellbook and then go to the companions tab, you'll see there he is. He's been added in. Let's summon him. Too soon, he says. Which is very cool. That's exactly what he says when you go and fight him in the instance. He's a fearsome foe in real life. Of course, this is like a mini friendly pet version of him, but you can see his particular hammer there. It's very cool. In fact, there's a number of things he does. When you move, I'll show you what he does. He should disappear under the ground and then come to us. Come on. There he goes, underneath the ground, and he's coming over, and he should pop up again right in front of us. There, very, very cool. There's another really awesome thing about this pet, actually, aside from the lore value, and of course, if you're an old-time WoW player, you'll absolutely love having Ragnaros following you around. And by the way, he's a very big pet. Really like that, really well detailed. You can see the molten lava around the bottom of his base there. But what he also does is act as a cooking fire. That's right, so no longer do we have to worry about actually laying out a campfire. In fact, you can see there that it says requires cooking fire, but while we've got Rag up, it's not grayed out. So in other words, that means that we can actually cook around him. Now, if we dismiss him, let's just get rid of him. See you later, and we'll have a look at our cooking again. Oh, it hasn't actually updated, but if we try and cook something, it would actually say, hey, you require a cooking fire. And of course, now that we already have Rag here, we won't need one. So it's very cool. Any pet that you've got, by the way, you can actually drag that directly to your hotbar. So there you go. You can see I've dragged his icon over there. Summon him. Too soon, that's right. And there we have an insta-cooking fire as well as a very cool companion. Alright, so let's shift back to Worgen form. And that is such a cool animation, I absolutely love it. So the two of us, Ragnaros and I, my best mate, we're going to go off and do a bunch of stuff. Firstly, of course, we're going to head back to the mailbox because we need to check those auctions. There we go. So we can see here, this is what it looks like when a successful auction happens. You, oh gosh, hello. You get this message. It says Alliance Auction House, and of course, if you've got a Horde character, it will say Horde Auction House. It says auction successful, Malachite in this case too. If we click on it, Actually gives you a whole bunch of details. It says that this was purchased by a character called Glitch Girl, and the sale price was 76 silver, 84 copper. There was a deposit of 1 silver. The auction house cut, which was 3 silver, which means we receive 74 silver. And we just click on that money icon there. You can hear it chink go into our bags, which is very cool. And that's it, and it should automatically delete that auction mail. And you can see this has only actually been less than 24 hours since we posted all those auctions, and it looks like most of them have sold. So what do we got? 11 silver there for the tomahawk. We've got light leather, a gold 23. That's basically doubling the amount of money that we have in our bags now. We're up to 3 gold. What do we got? 2 golds worth of a shadow gem there. That got sold. We're now up to 5. Look at that, 5 gold already. Remember, folks, we started this episode with 1 gold, and this is how effective the auction house is. And of course, you're doing everyone else a favor by giving them materials and stuff that they need at a good price, and we're getting the return favor of getting lots of in-game money back, which is great. 36 silver there. There's some rough stone, a whole bunch of rough stone sold for 36 silver each. So of course 3 of those is 1 gold. We've probably got about 3 golds worth there, and some leather breeches as well. And you can see now we started off with 1 gold. We've now got 7 gold, 8 silver, just because we bothered to visit the auction house. So there you go. If you need more proof, well, I don't know what it would be, because that's it. You definitely need to be using the auction house when you're playing this game, and you're going to get yourself lots of money. Anyhow, that's that. As promised, of course, we're going to look at our quest log here. We've got a few things. What have we got here? A fishing quest, and of course we went through the fishing dailies yesterday and the cooking dailies. In fact, there may well be another cooking daily up, so we'll have to go have a quick look at that as well. But we've got to go catch 8 Kaldorei Herring by fishing in Rut'theran village, and if we look at our map, we can see that it's down the bottom of the world tree there, or rather of the Teldrassil tree. And rather than use the portal down, we're going to actually use the Flight Master, so you can see what that's like. So let's give that a go right now. The Flight Master, of course, is behind this tree here. This area, by the way, is called the Temple Gardens. So you can see the portal over there. That's normally how you get up and down very fast, get down to the Rut'theran village at the base of the tree. But in this case, we'll just go the scenic route, and so you can see what using public transport is like. Here we go. So you normally just talk to the master. In this case, it's a hippogriff master. Sometimes it could be the griffin master. It depends on the area of the world you're in and the faction that you're flying with. And you can see here that flying out to Dolinar in Teldrassil, which by the way is the middle of this tree, right smack in the middle of the elf starting zone, is free. Flying down to Rut'theran village is free. Flying over to Lord Donnell, which is the new outpost over on the Dark shoreline of Kalimdor, that's free. But if we want to go to Moonglade, it's 7 silver 88. Normally, by the way, most flights do cost money, and the further away they are, obviously the more they cost. So what we'll do is, at some point in this episode, we'll actually fly to Dolinar, so you can see the middle of the Night Elf zone. But for now, we'll just fly down to Rut'theran village. So you just click on it, and you get automatically mounted on your hippogriff. As we fly over the scenery here, and we're going to basically fly down. You can see this is the side of Teldrassil, the big massive tree. If we pan around and have a look at it there, we're basically flying down to the very base of it. You can see how tall it is. It's absolutely huge. Not needless to say, if you were ever to fall off from the top of Teldrassil, you would die a hideous death, because it's so far down. We're so high up. You can track our progress here on the map. You can see yourself flashing and moving. So we're going to fly around this sort of southwest coast down to Rut'theran village, and like I said, normally the portal takes us from here to here straight away in an instant, but this is just a bit more fun. Bit of a flight, chance to hear some of the lovely Night Elf Zone music, some of my favourite music in WoW, and in fact WoW soundtracks period are some of my favourite music in all of the collector's editions I've got. Of course, you get the free soundtrack CDs, and you can buy them as well. Highly recommend them for travelling on the bus or tram, or when you're stuck in a rut at work. Great music. So here we go, we're about halfway now. As you can see, we're coming up to the Rut'theran village. And we should start to be able to see the ground as we're slowly getting lower. We're still quite high up, of course, and yes, I don't know if you can see it on the YouTube video, but we can start to see Rut'theran village in the distance there. And by the way, it's changed a whole lot as well. You can see that it's sort of, a lot of it here is underwater. Never used to be like that. Really, Rut'theran village is now, there's a Night Elf boat coming in, by the way, also another form of public transport. This used to be a much bigger area, and now it's just kind of been devastated, and it's not really so much a village as just a couple of buildings. And of course it also is a flight master, and here is a Alliance ship which will take us to Stormwind, and that other ship would take us over to the Exodar, which is the Night Elf, the Draenei starting zone. Alright, so what do we got over here? I see there's a fishing trainer over there, but I'm pretty sure that we can fish anywhere around here. Anywhere, let's go maybe to the end of a wharf, and we'll fish off the end of that, because that would be what one would normally do. And of course we don't want to get on the boat, because we don't want to go to Stormwind. Alright, so we're going to pop on our fishing outfit, and once again, one click, nice and easy, because we've got it set up there with the equipment manager, and we just literally click on our fishing. Now we can see here with my add-on that the Rut'theran village level is level 25, and by the way, there goes the boat taking off on its way to Stormwind City, which is the major Alliance capital. See you later, bon voyage, off it goes. Great fun riding on the boats. Anyhow, you can see, yes, that the Fishing Buddy add-on that I've got says that this area waters are level 25. We're currently skill 33 plus 5. Now that plus 5 is coming from our new rod that we bought. If we have a look at this, we can see we've got a strong fishing pole, which automatically increases our fishing skill by 5. And if we have a look at our abilities here, go to our professions, you can see that our fishing is actually 34 plus 5. So it's effectively 39. You can see that the Fishing Buddy add-on there has put it in brackets. So we're easily able to fish here and catch a fish every single time. I can spot some ruins under the water over there. Maybe we'll go have a look at that at some point. I can see a baby octopus over there too. Interesting. Now what we're trying to do is find some Kaldorei Herring. Let's just make sure we're in the right area. What does it say? Can you catch herring by fishing in Rut'theran village? So we're definitely still in Rut'theran. And by the way, sometimes when you move too far away from an area, you actually get out of the zone. If you're ever wondering why a quest isn't working with a specific area requirement, make sure above your mini map that it does say the area. So you can see up here it says Rut'theran village, so we're definitely in the right zone, so the game knows we're in the right zone. But we're just not having too much luck at the moment. Maybe we'll change up our fishing spot, have a look over here. Casting our lure. Oh, that's something else we bought. Oh, that was a quick one. Oh, there we go, one Kaldorei Herring, and you can see it pop into our bags there as a quest item. Highly prized oily fish, native only to the waters around Teldrassil. So this is obviously only the only place in the game that you can actually fish for this particular one. And all the time, by the way, you're not wasting your time fishing here doing the daily quest, even though that we're not getting a quest item every single time. You can see that my fishing skill down here in the chat log is actually increasing with every single cast. So I'm already up to fishing level 38, which is great. We certainly want to increase our fishing skill as much as possible, because of course combined with cooking it gives us some food later on in the later part of the game, which is just irreplaceable. You really need it for doing your runs, depending on whether you're a spellcaster or a tank or a melee character, whatever it is, you are going to definitely like having a food buff up. And look at that, in the distance a Night Elf ship, public transport ship comes in. It's beautiful reflection on the water, the sun in the background there. There's another herring, 2 of 8. And there we go, there's another ship that's arrived. You can see a level 80 human paladin there on board, waiting to be taken to Stormwind. And he's got himself a sparkle pony there. That's a mount that you can buy off the Blizzard store, by the way. That particular one, you can't get that in game. That's worth 25 of your real hard-earned dollars. But look at this view, isn't it just fantastic? We've got the sun reflecting on the water. We've got the ships coming in and out. We've got the lovely sounds of the seaside in our ears. If this sort of thing doesn't relax you as a player, then you know what, I really don't know what would. Even though, whoa, we fell off the edge there. Let's have a look underwater, by the way. There's some old ruins. And there's that baby octopus. Haven't seen a baby octopus before. Let's go somewhere else and throw our line in, just in case it makes a difference. Like I said, an absolutely beautiful and peaceful sight. Love it to death. And even though it's not real, of course, it still makes me very relaxed. I mean, I actually like fishing in real life, and off goes the boat there to Stormwind once again. I love fishing in real life. I think it's one of the most relaxing things you can do, right up by the sea. Lots of fun, especially at this time of the evening. Look at that, you can see that the sky is starting to turn pink, because here in Australia it is about 4:30 in the afternoon, so that means the sun will be beginning to go down. Let's head somewhere else while we're here. We might as well take in the lovely scenery, do a bit of a quick run. Maybe off some of these rocky crags here, we might be able to catch some good stuff. Let's give this one a go. Lots of fun exploring the world. I mean, you know, Blizzard didn't make all of this just to look pretty. It's all there to be explored, to have fun in. And of course, if you're into it, role-playing. I mean, I'm not particularly into role-playing myself, but there are a number of great role-playing WoW servers. And of course, the world is set up perfectly for role players. There's all sorts of hidden nooks and crannies. There's all sorts of great lore. There's all sorts of items and mechanics that can be used. All the emotes, of course, to do some good role playing, if that's your particular thing. Of course, role players tend to get a bit of a bad rep. I have nothing against role players. If that's what you like doing, then and you like escaping to a virtual world, then why not? Why can't we jump up there? Just a bit too high, I think. Oh, listen to that music. Love it. Actually, naturally, reminds me of the Night Elf starters that I've always rolled. I've rolled so many Night Elf tunes just because I love the music, love the area. And that is the music that plays in the very beginning of the Night Elf starting zone, actually. Alright, so what are we up to? 4 of 8 of these herrings. 5 of 8, alright, this is a good spot. Let's hang around here. And once again, of course, this fishing quest, because it's a daily, is going to give us an extra fishing skill and a bag of shiny things, so it's well worth doing the dailies, as well as leveling up your actual fishing skill, of course, which they naturally do because it's not a guaranteed drop for everything. Sometimes in fishing quests you're not actually fishing. Well, look at that! Get ourselves an achievement, and it is 50 fish. Fish up 50 items. There we go. We've now got 70 achievement points. Aren't we doing well? Yeah, sometimes the fishing dailies actually have you running around collecting things. Sometimes they require you to make stuff, and sometimes they require you to actually fish like this. And in comes another Night Elf ship from the far-off Draenei lands of Azimist Isle and the Exodar. There we go, one more Kaldorei Herring to go, and we're done. Oh, it's so lovely around here, isn't it? And as I always say, by the way, I particularly love the WoW graphics. I mean, yes, they're rudimentary from a technical perspective, but the texture work and the design and just the whole stylized nature of the game, I actually really, really love. And I think it's one of the most beautiful looking MMOs out there. Not, again, from a technical perspective, but just from an overall aesthetic feel, it's just wonderful. And of course, Blizzard always has that polish to anything they do, and it's certainly evident here as much as any other game. A little bit different comparing it to something like Rift. Of course, Rift takes the other approach. It's got it just goes all out with technical prowess and looks utterly fantastic as well, but just in a different way. Alright, let's give ourselves a pat on the back because we have finished that fishing quest.
Great job!
That's right, it was a great job. Now we need to head back. So we'll take the portal back up to the top of the tree into the city of Darnassus, of course, where we can hand this quest in. Yeah, it really does look good here at sunset, doesn't it? Everything's all nice, bright and glowy. So yeah, once again, quick way up is just to walk into this pink glow and we'll automatically be portaled up to the Temple Gardens area in Darnassus. And now we need to look for the fishing trainer, and there's of course a bright yellow arrow on the map. You can see where to head on the mini map, and of course you can look at it on the main map and see where we need to head. And in this case it's out over this way as the theme of Darnassus plays in the background. And we look out at the stunning vista of all the tradesman terrace buildings out there, massive trees. And here we go, handing in our fishing quest, our very first fishing daily. And we're going to get fishing skill up and a bag of shiny things. And look at that, 250 Darnassus rep and 975 XP. Very nice. Let's have a look what's in this bag of shiny things. Oh, we've got a whole bunch of stuff. We got ourselves some gold. We got ourselves some strangle kelp, which by the way is a crafting material used for alchemy, and that is worth, according to my auctioneer add-on, about 5 gold, so thank you very much for that. We've got an undelivered love letter, which is just a lore flavor text item, and by the way some of these are hilarious. And we got ourselves, oh wow, that is fantastic for this character. It's soulbound on here. This is something that is a random drop. And every cook needs this one. It's and fisherman. This is a recipe for Captain Rumsey's lager, and the use of it teaches that recipe there teaches how to brew Captain Rumsey's lager. Now we need to have 100 skill cooking. Let's have a look and see what skill our cooking is. It's currently 20, so we need to skill that up. But once we can learn that, it makes us Captain Rumsey's lager, and it makes us feel slightly tipsy, but it increases your skill in fishing by 10 for 3 minutes. Now, that may not sound like very much, but basically later on at the higher levels, that can tip you over and allow you to fish in zones that you normally can't. Because, of course, if you add up all the items that you have for fishing, like, for example, we've got our fishing pole here, which, as you know, has a +5, where is it? There we go, +5 fishing skill increase. And then, of course, you had something like this Captain Rumsey's rum. That would give us another 10. You can get hats and gear that also add to it, much better fishing poles and all the rest of it. You can end up with like over 130 plus fishing skill bonus, which, like I said, can allow you to fish in areas well before you're meant to. And so it's very handy. We're definitely going to hang on to that. We'll pop it in the bank and make sure that we use that when we hit level 100 in our cooking. As we run through the gardens, let's take a shortcut over here. And let's bring out Ragnaros, because of course we've just bought him, so we want to have him out, make use of him. There he is in the water. That's a bit ironic, isn't it? Anyway, right, let's talk to this bank now, and we'll pop the Rumsey's Captain Rum Lager in there. We'll put the shiny bauble that we didn't need in the bank, and we'll keep our strangle kelp because we'll actually pop that on the auction house. Alright, so let's do that. Let's head to the AH quickly to put that up, and then we'll walk past the cooking trainer, and then finally we'll head over up to the north to the Howling Oak there, where we finally get to hand in our actual Worgen quest. Now that we've done the big tour of Darnassus and we've explained all the systems and utilities, I think that's quite enough of that. Time to get back to the normal questing. Taking a bit of a shortcut here. Down to the auctioneer. Hello, auctioneer. And of course, if you watched my last episode, you know that all you need to do is hit the appraiser button, find the item that you're looking for, hit the refresh button, wait for it to populate based on the pricing on your actual server, hit post, and it's as simple as that. We've now posted that particular auction. Alright, now time to run round past the cooking trainer on the way to our quest hand-in. And there's Ragnaros making a racket. Come on. Maybe he only follows us actually when we stop. Doesn't look like... Oh no, he is. Looks like he is following us. There he goes, popping up out of the ground. Oh, now I know something that we can do while we're here, now that we've got ourselves some money actually. Because of course, as you can see in our bags, we've now got 7 gold 15. We can easily afford one of the pets that we saw. Hello, Ancient. And by the way, there's another type of ancient over there, an ancient protector that's wandering around. They look after Darnassus for us to help protect us from horde invaders. Okay, so let's have a look at this pet giver here. You can see we can buy ourselves a great horned owl or a hawk owl. We can move close up to them to have a look at them, see which style we like the most. Let's have a look at you. You're flitting around. Maybe we'll get ourselves the great horned owl, shall we? So purchasing them, of course, is nice and simple. We just literally talk to the vendor and right-click on that, There we go, it appears in our bags. We right click on it to learn it. There it is, makes the noise. We go into our companion window, and where is it? Great Horned Owl, there it is. We can summon that now. And there we go, there's our very own one. Let's have a look. There it is, Great Horned Owl, Seraphis' companion. Yay! Now, don't forget too, folks, that my Gut Pet add-on, which I've linked in the past, allows us to just simply click on this little icon up here, and it will randomly select any of the pets from our companion list. So it's very cool. We can just keep clicking on that, and it'll randomly go through them. All right. Look at that view. You see the sun up the very top there, and in fact when we look right up at it, it whites out just like the sun would. If we put it just near the top of the screen, you can see the base of it there. Such a great view. Look at that. You can see all the wisps in the air. I just absolutely adore this game. I love this city. Alright, let's pass ourselves by the cooking trainer, and of course that's over in the Craftsman's Terrace, just in case they do have another cooking daily for us on our way to hand in finally our actual Worgen quest. And not forgetting, of course, folks, you can hover over these signs here, leatherworking, tailoring, you can see it all there. We'll get rid of Frosty. There's another player riding around on a Night Elf mount. We've got enchanting shop, inscription shops there. And somewhere down here, there we go, cooking. And already on the mini-map I can see a blue exclamation mark, which of course means that the dailies have reset, and we can pick up another one. Of course, yesterday they had us roaming around looking for kimchi jars. Wonder what they're going to do for us today. The secret to the... Oh, it's the same one. It is random. That's alright, it's going to give us +2 cooking skill, and don't forget, folks, another award, the Chef's Award there. Now, by the way, they are used, if you missed out on our last episode, when you come here to this cooking supply, you can buy recipes here, special recipes that use Chef's Award as a currency. And you can see that it takes normally 1 or 3 cooking awards in order to be able to purchase most of these recipes. And you can go to your currency screen, which is C and then currency. We can see here we've got 1 Chef's Award. Now there's a little trick, by the way. If you want to be able to put them have them display on your bags, you can click on this here and you can see it brings up this little tab, and we can click show on backpack. Checking this option will allow you to track the currency type on your backpack. Okay, there we go. And you can see now it's down at the bottom of the backpack, so we never actually have to go into the currency tab. We can track up to 3 of these down here, and you can see it's got 1 beside it at any time. It's quite handy. And now is time for us to go hand in this quest. Along the way, of course, we can pick up these kimchi jars, buried kimchi jars, which is for the cooking quest daily. You can see we've got 3 of them around here, so we might as well grab them while we're in front of them. Hello, squirrel. And that's 3 of 8. And now let's finally make our way to the Howling Oak. Look at this vista here. Look at all the trees. You can see up the top there you've got Darnassus hippogriff riders flying around. We've got white-tailed does. Let's make sure we /love that one just in case it's part of the achievement. Here we go, the Ancient of Lore. And look at this. We've got ourselves the Horned Oak, or rather the Howling Oak, up here, which is a wonderful tree with its mana essence flowing around it. You can see dropping down into a mana pool down there. There we go, discovered the Howling Oak. Beautiful area, and very much like the tree that was in Gilnean. You can see that it's a Worgen/Night Elf area at the moment. We've got all sorts of familiar faces in here. We've got ourselves a mage trainer. We've got a member of the Highborn Elves here. We've got a warlock trainer. We've got another, oh look at that, we've got a level 50 mage. Of course we're in a major city, that's why. We've got some Gilnean refugees, because of course we've all made our way over here. We've got these flow of energy everywhere. We've got a rogue trainer. We can see this is what a normal moonwell actually looks like, with its candles on the side of it. So this is a moonwell. Just absolutely brilliant. We've got hunter and warrior trainers there. Now I'm pretty sure that we've trained up everything we need. We'll just double check to be sure, of course. I seek further training, and you can see our next one is going to be at level 16. We're currently level 14. And most importantly, of course, inside this world tree, or it's not really a world tree, we have Gwen. Hello, of course, she was the mayor. And she's got a great option here. I don't remember much about how I got to Duskhaven. Tell me what you know. This is quite cool. Like if you click on it, it actually shows you a cinematic. So we won't replay this again, but it allows you... How cool is this? I love this cinematic. It allows you to replay the cinematic from way back at the beginning of the game, how we got turned into a Worgen. So you may or may not remember this. If you don't remember it, I'll kill it there. If you don't remember it, go back to an earlier episode and have a watch, because we play it in full there. So that's really cool. Of course, you can also set your Hearthstone here if you so wish, and already ours is. She also has some goods for sale. Let's have a look. She's got some basic food and some basic drink there, so very cool.
Long live Greymane.
And most importantly, of course, it's our King Genn Greymane.
Gilnean will prevail.
This oak was grown enough through the aid of druids from a seed taken back on Gilnean. It stands for all that we've endured and all that we've accomplished. May it serve to remind us that our curse is also our blessing. There we go, and we get ourselves 420 XP for that. So it looks like it just led us to here as a cookie quest. We've got, oh, look at this, we've got a scripted event. We've got Malfurion Stormrage, and we've got Tyrande Whisperwind, who of course is the leader of the Night Elves coming in. Look at this, I've never seen this before. Good evening, she says, and of course those of you who know your lore, Priestess Tyrande, we did not expect you. Good evening. Those of you who know your WoW lore will know who Malfurion Stormrage is. Hope my people have been welcoming to you. These are burden times, so I fear much may be competing with their good graces. Not at all, Priestess. We are very grateful for all that you have offered us here, says the king. When we spoke previously, she says, you offered to repay the favour. I have to act on that sooner than I would have liked. There is trouble at Lordinel, a village of ours across the waters from Rut'theran. If any of your people can be spared, I fear war approaching upon us in Kalimdor. Oh, I know the perfect people for such a task. I will send them immediately, Priestess. Alright, so the Night Elf. Thank you again. I'm glad to see such poise and composure from your people. Perhaps your curse does not define you after all. That's Malfurion Stormrage. We will take our leave, she says. Again, welcome to all of you. That's very cool. So she's come and personally welcomed us to the Night Elf culture, to Darnassus, along with...
Hail to the night.
Hail to the night.
May Elune grant us strength.
May Elune grant us strength. Yes, indeed. So, yes, that's a quest that's been given to us in order to head over to Lordinel. Now, if we look in our quest log, of course, we've got a couple of things here. Of course, we've got the cooking quest, but we've got this one we picked up earlier, the Breaking Waves of Change. Use the teleportation tree in western Darnassus to reach Rut'theran village, then speak to Vespiritus to secure a ride to Lordinel. And you can see here on our map, it's over on the shores of this great continent, this huge, great big continent of Kalimdor. That's where we're going to have to head in order to go and assist the Night Elves, because of course their old village of Orbadine has been completely destroyed, which was, by the way, used to be down here. You can see it's been destroyed by the Cataclysm and by Deathwing, and now they've got this outpost up to the north here, which is where we're going to go. Now, I would have thought that he would have given us a follow-up quest, but maybe because I've already got this one here in my quest log, maybe that replaces it, who knows. Anyway, that's what we're going to be doing in our next episode, folks, as we wander back over to the teleportation device and, of course, to our public transport. We're going to say goodbye to Darnassus. I'll finish off the cooking quest in the meantime. We'll say goodbye to Darnassus and hello the mighty continent of Kalimdor as we start to journey through the vast world of Warcraft and, of course, start questing in the Night Elf area. So lots to look forward to there as we wander past a wisp. Hello. And of course can't resist picking these up because we need them for our cooking daily. We've got 5 of 8 already. Just one more. No, one more. Oh, what am I saying? 2 more to go. Anyhow, that's it for now, folks. So, as always, thank you very much for joining me. Certainly hope you join us in the next episode as we head over to the huge continent of Kalimdor and begin our questing over there. So, on behalf of myself, Sambo, and of course our Worgen mage, Seraphis, it's us saying take care, have a great day, we'll see you later, and bye-bye.